If you put your mini split in the wrong spot, it will still heat and cool the room, but it probably won't do it as well. You'll end up with heat spots, higher energy bills, and once you drill that 3-inch hole through the wall, there's no going back. So today, I'm going to show you exactly how I choose the best location before drilling that first hole. By the end of this video, you'll know how to pick the best spot in your own room for a mini split. There are a few things that I look for when finding the spot: airflow, mounting height, exterior wall access, and heat sources, and obstructions, and maintenance. Let's start with the important one. The first thing I look at is airflow. A mini split doesn't just cool a wall it's hanging on, it moves a huge amount of conditioned air throughout the room. Think of it as a giant fan that happens to heat and cool the air. If the airflow can't reach the entire space, neither can the heating and cooling. In my case, this room actually has 3 exterior walls, so I had several installation options. But I chose this wall because it lets the airflow travel toward the bathroom. My goal is to let some of the conditioned air make its way into that space as well. No, it probably won't cool the bathroom as effectively as the main room, but this gives me the best chance of keeping both areas more comfortable. The next thing I look at is mounting height. Most manufacturers recommend installing the indoor unit about 6-7 feet off the floor while maintaining the required clearance from the ceiling. Mounting it high allows the unit to pull warm air in from the top and throw conditioned air across the room. Next is the wall itself. Installing on an exterior wall makes the job so much easier because I can drill one hole straight outside for the refrigerant lines, the electrical wiring, and the drain. Could I install on an interior wall? Absolutely, but it would require much more materials, more labor, and more complicated installation. When an exterior wall also gives me more airflow, it's usually the better choice. Another factor is what's around the unit. I avoid installing mini splits above TVs, next to fireplaces, or anything that gets blasted by afternoon sunlight. The temperature sensor is actually inside the indoor unit. If it constantly senses extra heat, it'll think the entire room is warmer than it really is, and it may run longer than necessary. Obstructions matter too. Curtains, tall cabinets, bookshelves, or mounting the unit too close to a corner can reduce the airflow. In this room, the windows and cabinetry eliminated several of the mounting locations that I thought of. So that actually helped narrow down where I need to put it. This wall gives me the most open path of airflow while avoiding obstacles. One thing people don't often think about is maintenance. You'll likely be cleaning these filters out every month or two. If you're installing the unit somewhere that's difficult to reach, or maybe is blocked by furniture, the chances of you being able to do the maintenance on it is pretty low. Choosing an accessible location makes ownership much easier over the long run. Finally, I also think about what's on the other side of the wall. Even though mini splits are quiet, I still try to avoid placing the outdoor unit outside a bedroom window or any area where the noise could become very annoying. So why did I choose this spot right here? It gives me the best overall balance. It lets the airflow reach the main room and head toward the bathroom. It's mounting on an exterior wall for easier installation, and it's away from major heat sources. Nothing significantly blocks the airflow, and it'll be easy to maintain in the future. There is often not one perfect spot for a mini split. Usually you're balancing between all these factors and choosing the spot that gives you the fewest compromises. For this room, this wall checks almost all the boxes. If you're planning to install a mini split yourself, I've linked the unit I'm using along with the tools, supplies, and materials I bought. They are down in the description below. I spent a lot of time researching what to purchase, so hopefully it'll save you some time and money doing the same. Now that we've picked the right location for this mini split, let's go get this thing installed. I'll see you in the next video.